Bonjour, bonjour. So I'm here at the coffee shop. We're going to talk about LARVOL CONF, and I think Daniel is going to make an entry in just a second. Here we are. Here we are. He knows how to make an entry. He knows how to make an entry. And we're going to talk about how LARVOL CONF can help you in preparing for conferences. Before we start, welcome to the show. Daniel. We had a situation here in the coffee shop. Behind me is a San Francisco Fire Department. And obviously, when they saw me, they thought, "Oh my God, we need some action here." It wasn't the fashion police. Turned out it was actually the San Francisco Fire Department that showed up. And now the situation is under control, and we can pursue with the podcast. So what we're going to do today, you can. Okay, so let me do the introduction. Hey, the audience is waiting. All right, we need.
All right, now we're ready. Sorry, I'm well lit now.
We're ready. We need to think about the audience. All right, so we want to make your time valuable, and we want you to understand what LARVOL can do for you for cancer conferences. In particular, we want to describe a product that we have, which is called Conf Insights, or Conference Insights. And Daniel is going to share his screen in a moment and walk you through a product that our company has developed that is really, really differentiated. None of our competitors have it. And I don't say that to brag. I heard other people say it, and I would love if someone tried to tell us that's not true. The concept of that product is real-time, end of day and end of conference, hours, not days, real-time recap of the conference through the eyes, not of Bruno, not of Daniel, but through the eyes of oncologists. Okay, so I have high expectations for what Daniel is going to show you now. And which conference are you going to use, Daniel, as an example?
Well, we gotta keep it up to date. ELCC.
All right. I think my audio might have died. Is that right?
I think it might have.
I'm going to try to get back in the audio.
All right. So this is our ELCC end conference Conf Insights. The way this product works is when you subscribe to it, you will get basically an end of day recap for everything that happened every single day of the conference. And then at the end of the conference, you're going to get your Conf Insights. So these things usually go live around 7 p.m. local conference time. It's going to have a comprehensive analysis of everything that I just want to give you a quick glance over of what this includes, because I think it's a really, really nice product if you're trying to get a feel and understand what's going on at the conference, whether you're attending or not. So it's delivered via PDF to your email, right? And here we can see kind of what the insights that are presented on here are. We have an online analysis that you can click in, and we can maybe show that in a bit. Got the top trials first. This is similar to what the type of information you'll see on CLIN, but of course, you don't have to get a full CLIN license to see this, and this will be delivered to as many people internally at your company that you need. We can also customize this per particular cancer area. So if ASCO is coming up or ACR is coming up, and maybe you are a sub-team that's on breast or on lung, we can customize this insights specifically for your cancer area of choice, right? So here we are. This is the top trials. As usual, we've got our sentiment analysis, right? We can see what number of positive tweets, negative tweets, neutral tweets, strongly positive. You can get a signal of what's happening on every single data release at the conference. The impact score, you can get kind of a top trials key results. So you want to understand everything that happened in one page. This is it. You can screenshot this, put this on your decks to present to the people on your teams, to present to executives to maybe get a better ROI for the conferences you're attending. So on and so forth. Super, super versatile, right? Heat map, who's saying what on where. So the most positive comments, where are the focusing in, who's a little bit more spread apart. If you're a marketing team or you're somebody that's maybe trying to understand who's driving the opinion for your particular trial, your particular data release, or maybe your competitors' data releases, this is the place to have it, right? Top oncologists, who's been making the loudest noise, who's been making the highest number of tweets. as we can see, right? Some people only tweet negative things, some people only tweet positive things, right? Top companies, the real-time survey results. So this is a survey that we do live on the floor, and we ask the attendees of the conference, usually oncologists, like, hey, which one of these had the highest impact, right? Rank them, rate them. And then we get a real-time picture of the data that was released at the conference, who says what about them. We can give you a survey participant over here, like we know what countries they came in. Some doctors will actually allow us to just use their name. They don't mind being included on that list. So we will include that for you on this report. And then we're kind of going to go trial per trial, right? So for the top trials, we're going to go trial per trial, give you a syndicated, customized Twitter feed. This is the stuff that had the most buzz, right? This is the practice changing score, or like the impact score for that particular data release that was released at that conference, right? So we're not going to have kind of the historical data that Clin will have. This will be specific to what was said at that conference. Any figures that we find will also be included. Right? We go, notes. It's a very, very comprehensive, in-depth analysis delivered very quickly to your inbox, so you can use this data kind of as soon as the conference is over to prepare your presentations, kind of make sure the recaps are fine, your reports are fine, you generated the impact that you needed to make, and then you can continue measuring that with some other of our tools, Clin included, Omni, and others, to kind of gauge what the impact of the data that was released at that conference was. Bruno, I don't know if you want to add any color to this. Are you back, first off?
So obviously, if you ask me to add colors, you can count on me for sure. And the one thing I would say is that these recap, end of day or end of conference, in addition to being real time as it can be, they can be customized. And so we can take our customers' preference and not just which tumor type, which we do, but it could even be at the level of the key assets or key trials that are the most important to them. And we can customize these recap. And that's also something that for some customers is very valuable beyond the syndicated version of the recap.
Absolutely. And then apart from this, if you get kind of our conference planners, we're also kind of starting to trial a new product, which will be getting real-time pictures for posters and slides at that conference. Since we're covering like the majority of these conferences and covering a lot of them in person as well, we can very quickly send these pictures out to you if you're interested on particular posters, particular slides that are being presented, and just make sure that you have the quickest conversion time for those images and you have them digested in your systems to put on your presentations or on your analysis. That this is the place to go. You know what, Bruno? In the spirit of asking for forgiveness and not for permission, if one person messages me, one person, whoever messages me first on LinkedIn.
You scared me for a second.
One person. I'll give them AACR Conf Insights just for them, for free.
Oh, did you check with your boss?
I didn't, but I already said it and it's live, so.
I really believe in ask for forgiveness, not permission. You know, you got to go at risk, and I reluctantly agree.
I checked with my mom. She said it was okay.
Oh, okay. Then that's fine. I want to say something about the point you made about collecting in-person slides and posters. So when pharma companies go to a big cancer conference or the conference, and usually they do it themselves, the competitive intelligence group, the medical affairs group, R&D, and many people go to the conference. And then they have vendors, consultants, agencies that goes on their behalf as agents. One of the goals is to collect pictures. Now, there are two types of pictures that they collect. There's the posters, and then there is the slides, presented slides. So there's a way to do both of them. Sometimes it's a little bit of a don't ask, don't tell, take pictures, and everybody takes a picture and so on. But the reason they do that is that although most of these pictures, most of these posters and slides are available online, they're not available online immediately in many cases, or not all of them are available immediately. And that matters because uh, the pharma representatives at that conference are expected to prepare a report that very night to their internal stakeholders. That's just the pace of business. People don't want to wait. Okay. Even if strategically the pharma is not going to make a different decision if they wait one day, they would not wait one day. Uh, and that's just a culture. We want things right away. And so because of that, someone has to take pictures at the conference. And it's either the pharma company themselves, an agency, or us. So what's the difference between an agency and us? Well, an agency is going to be usually be more expensive and do other things. They're going to write detailed so what for that pharma customers. They're going to maybe interview KOL. They're going to organize an advisory board with the key opinion leaders. Us, we don't do any of that. The only thing we do is take pictures for you. And therefore, we're cheaper. But our pictures are beautiful. And in real
And so are
time,
we.
and so and also we look
Sorry,
better.
guys. It's
We look
Friday. I can't take anything seriously.
That's true. This morning, Daniel had a team call, and it was Filter Friday because Daniel decided that his Friday's call have a Filter Friday. So you cannot get to his call without putting a filter on. And he tweaked their theme. And this week it was, you've got a frog on your head. So they wouldn't let me in their call until I put the right filter with a frog on top of my head. I put it on my Instagram, by the way. So
Don't worry though,
that's
it doesn't extend to customers. So far, y'all are safe.
so as a Frenchman, I take exception to how you are using frogs as a topic of mockery. The French are not to be made fun of with that old cliche of frogs. So I would love to complain with I don't know whom, someone about this lack of respect for the French and the frog.
Well,
We lost the
I once
audience.
heard a
All
very
right.
wise man say, "Let's quit while we're ahead."
Oh,
I think
yeah.
we're pretty ahead.
Well, I hope so. We should quit soon, though. All right. If you have any questions, or if you want to take Daniel on his very, very generous offer, which I did not pre-approve, but I've got to now live
Somebody
with.
better take me up on it.
Right,
Somebody
right.
better take me up on it.
Send him a message right away, and you get to get a free report that is worth thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. Okay, and so please take advantage of it. Is the fire department still here, or they went away? All right, I think we're good.
I think we are.